Welcome to round number 4 of Cardhaven's double case tourney for Duelist Advance. This is post-JUSH format, and we're going to see Joaquin on the bottom piloting K9 Vanquish versus Taylor M on top with Mitsurugi Ryzeal. So, yeah, for those that don't know, we haven't had a ban list, right? So, Mitsurugi Ryzeal is still in top condition to compete, and in relation to what a lot of people are saying, where it should have a bad matchup versus the K9 cards, trust me, it does not. If anything, you're going to lose more often than not against this matchup. So we are going to see Taylor start with the prayers, add Habakiri summon Saji, tribute Saji, and then boom, grab the ritual spell. Now, him doing this first, perhaps he doesn't have any Ryzeals to start with. So let's see what he follows this up with. Okay, so he normal summons the Ice. Ice is going to go ahead and summon out probably Sword or X. Unless he already has a copy of one of those in their hand, he's probably just going for Star instead, so we'll see. Oh boy, it's taking his sweet old time. Please hurry up. It shouldn't be this hard. The deck is not that new anymore. It is kind of old now. So he will summon Sword at X, and now we are probably going to see X summon, dump the DUAD drive, and then overlay for the DUAD drive here after he resolves the X effect, which is going to grab him a copy of Node. He could have also grabbed Sword, but this is just as fine. Now from here, it looks like Joaquin doesn't have any K9 interruptions, and even if he did, it'd probably be smart to just hold on to it for later. So DUAD drive will be summoned, attaching the other copy of DUAD drive in the graveyard to it, and then we're gonna see Bonfire on res. Interesting. So he's going to grab the Star. From here, Star will special summon itself by detaching the copy of DUAD drive, and now Star on the field is going to activate its effect to place the cross onto the field zone. Now he can flip it, and now he is safe from Nib, but realistically, if Joaquin had Nib, he had already played into it, right? So yeah, probably not the best thing to do there, right? But it's fine. He didn't get punished. Now from here, looks like Taylor's going to detach a material each. I guess this is why he did that, and honestly, I think that's fine. I just think that there could have been a better way to come about that, but it's whatever. It will add a copy of Ice plus Sword. Okay, cool. Now from here, he is free to go ahead and summon out the, Mitsurugi monster. So Ritual will be activated to summon from the hand, and it looks like he already had the Murakumo here, which is going to tribute a copy of, it looks like, Aramasa and Snake Serpent? No, Kusanagi and Snake Serpent. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, so he's going to grab out the Ritual, summon the Serpent, and he can make Eclipse here if he wants, or he can hold the Serpent for something like a Dugaris, or maybe as an extra body for an Ouroboros. So let's see if he ends up playing it. Ouroboros here would be really strong. I think that's the card that you should go for against a K9 Vanquish deck, because the less cards they have in hand, the less interactions they're going to have on their turn. The less plays they'll be able to even conduct. Okay, so looks like, you know what, he can't really go for Ouroboros since he started with prayers, actually. Yeah, that's fine though. Oh, looks like he's going to do it anyways. Okay, summon Ouroboros. Ouroboros is going to go ahead and detach one in order to discard. Does Joaquin have a response here before he even goes for it? He's going to activate Lupus. Okay. So Lupus is going to be able to special summon himself, but the thing is that Taylor has both Murakumo and DUAD drive. So I think I would let this go, and then when Lupus tries to XC summon, just negate that effect. Okay, so he's going to chain the Murakumo instead. Will Joaquin discard a card? It's a beautiful collector rare though. Looks like Joaquin's gonna allow that card to be negated. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's just what was gonna happen no matter what. Because if he negates with the Murakumo, then and actually discards and tries to summon, he loses a card anyway. So Ouroboros did his job no matter what. Huh. You know, if he was gonna use that to make the Eclipse Twins, why not just negate it then with the duo? Oh well. Ice is now going to go ahead and special summon himself by sending the Eclipse to the graveyard. And I mean, yeah, this is GG's. Because if he has like the sword, which I believe he does in hand, he's going to make Detonator anyways on top of all of this. So, alright, we're going to be right back with game number 2. Right, so here we're going to see Joaquin start his turn in game 2 with a Case of K9. That's actually the name. It has A on it. This is probably just going to add Izuna. If it doesn't add Izuna, it either adds, I think, what, Jokul, maybe Lantern if you already have the Jokul. But no, yeah, this is going to be Jokul here. Does Taylor have Droll? It looks like the answer is no. So Jokul will reveal itself and the Holly Sue. And then on the field, Jokul is going to activate its effect to search for a K9 monster. This is likely going to be the Lantern here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you gotta love the judges having to read everything. So Taylor's also reading over the Holly Sue. Probably just a bit unfamiliar. And honestly, that's fair because it's only a few weeks old. So this will add the Lantern. Now he can go ahead and overlay the Ripper or actually just use Holly Sue first. So let's see what he plans to do here. So not using the Holly Sue here. Interesting. This will summon the Ripper, and then Ripper can activate its effect to search for a copy of a K9 card. Any K9 card, I believe, in hand. So he adds the Izuna. Now, the Izuna here is going to be super relevant because, you know, if Taylor ends up having any monster effect response from the hand, the Izuna is going to get a lot of value. From here, Joaquin is going to go ahead and normal summon the Dr. Madlove. Dr. Madlove is going to go ahead and search for the Vanquish Soul Start. That's the field spell. Start is activated and it's going to go ahead and target the Madlove to probably add a Raisin. It could add Geolong. We'll see what he adds here. Adds the Geolong. If he had another Vanquish Soul name, he could have added Holly Sue and then summon Raisin. But we'll see what he ends up having. Let's see. He's going to reveal a card. Okay, so he does have Holly Sue. So this is going to end up working in his favor. He actually, well, no, yeah. I think he could go for Paradise Smashers. There's a line here, 100%. He could summon a Geolong from the deck, but he chooses to summon Raisin. Raisin effect to search. Massey does have a Ash in hand, but it's probably smarter to not use it at this point in time. Let's see. The Raisin is going to add him a copy of... It could be Borger. It could potentially be another Geolong. Ends up being a Borger. Could have also gone for Caesar. Now what can we see? Because his board is kind of clogged up. So if he didn't want to go for a Paradise Smashers, he cannot. If he wanted to go for Lantern, he cannot. He has to at least Link Summon for the... what's-his-face? The Rock of the Vanquisher. Okay, so he links off the Raisin for the rocks. Rock is going to go ahead and probably add back that Raisin here. Yep. And then from here, he can go Lantern to set up the Nash Knight and the C104. Okay. So C1... Oh. Well... I was gonna say Lantern could search for the X Liberation, but maybe he doesn't have it. Okay, so Nash Knight is going to detach 2 in order to place the C104 under it. and he chooses to summon it under the rocks, which I think is correct. And then he overlays for the CXC's Nash Knight overlaying itself for the number C104, and does he pop the Case of K9? Okay, so he sets a card, opting not to use the two monsters there, the Vanquish Souls, so he's probably going to set up the... Okay, so he's going to get a draw first, and then end phase to set the spell trap. I think if this is going to be the case, you probably set the spell trap first and then burger draw. Oh, that's a misplay. Yeah, I would have not done it that way. Oh, instead, actually, he's going to burn him. Really? Or no, this is probably after... No? No, he just chose to burn him. Okay, this is cool. So now Taylor is at 65. If the C104 resolves, then Joaquin has game here. Okay. Draws. Now he's going to Burger again, but this time he uses the effect to draw. Please tell me he didn't use both effects last turn. Because I feel like he drew and then he used Burger effect, right? Like, I'm not tripping. I'll find out when I rewatch this. So Taylor's going to start his turn with the 7 Tachyon. 7 Tachyon is going to reveal the 104 in order to add himself a copy of the probably X'd. Honestly, X would have to be the card. X is now going to summon himself out, but I wonder if he chooses to chain block or not. You probably do, so that you can negate the C104. Okay, he also has Saji in hand. So X is going to special summon himself out in order to dump. This might be Myriologic. It could also be Sky Blaster, but Chainlink 1, Myriologic, or I'm sorry, Chainlink 1X, Chainlink 2, Myriologic, targeting the start actually. I would let this go. I think this is fine because you have the Snow Devil to protect from destruction anyway, so you're not really in a bad position here at all. And you know what he could do? Oh no, he actually uses the Ripper. Oh god, why? I was gonna say one thing he could do is just let this resolve and then Holly Suit to steal, but instead he's going to go ahead and use the X Liberation on Resolution. This is going to allow the Ripper to be overlaid into the Werewolf and then pop a card on Resolution. But I think I like my play better of just stealing the monster. But you know what? This is fine because the Canine Werewolf can now rip a card from hand. So we'll see how this plays out. Plus he has the Umbral Horror, so he maybe just wants to end the game as soon as possible. I still think this is a misplay, but we'll see what happens. So here he special summons the sword. Sword effect is going to trigger. He's going to Umbral Horror, and this is going to be another card rip, by the way. So this is going to rip out an Ash Blossom, and then he's going to take 3250, I believe, because it halves the life points, not makes it half. And I mean, he still has cards. He has Ice, he has Saji, he has Called by the Grave. I think he has to, unfortunately, summon Saji. Because if he goes for the Ice, he changed Werewolf, banishes the Saji, and then on Resolution activates the Snow Devil, right? Yeah, so Saji is going to go ahead and normal summon its effect. Normal summon and use its effect, rather. And then K9X Werewolf should be... Ooh, this is incorrect gameplay here, brother. What? Wait, why is that destroyed? Oh, no. They're okay. He's scooping. Gotcha. Okay. I think I would have werewolf first and then on resolution done that if anything, but you know, it's fine. We're moving to game number 3. So I just wanted to expand as to why you would werewolf first, is so you could see what the ritual would get him, and if he has no bodies to make the ritual or the prayer spell work, then, you know, immediately popping the field afterwards is going to be a lot better for you at the end of the day, because it gives you more information. But it's fine. He ends up taking the game anyways, and now we're going to see Taylor start with the same opener that he had last turn. So it's going to be Habakiri with the prayers, and now instead of activating the Habakiri, he's going to activate the ice on normal summon. Normal summon effect is going to bring out what? So you're going to bring out the star, and then star effect is going to go ahead and place the cross. So unfortunately, you know, Droll is not as strong here as it could be, only because, I mean, look at his opener. It's just he was able to prayers in the draw phase, and even if he gets Drolled here, it truly does not matter. Now X is going to be summoned out in order to search for nothing. Does he? Okay, sure. Skipping over searching, I guess, and just making the duo drive, overlaying and attaching the other duo drive. Now going for the King of the Feral Imps, detaching the Star Ryzeal in order to grab him a copy of the Murakumo. Now here, he's going to go ahead and detach one from each in order to search for 2 cards. Again, if he searches Node here, then he kind of messed up, but it's whatever. He adds, okay, maybe, like I said, maybe he already had another copy of Sword and all that in hand, so we'll see. Now we're going to see Habakiri be summoned to the field. Not summoned, but activating its effect to summon Saji and tributing the King of the Feral Imps. Saji to search for the Mitsurugi Ritual. And now we're going to see Mitsurugi Ritual activated to ritual summon for the Murakumo by tributing a copy of Serpent plus Kusanagi. Yep. So Kusanagi is going to add back the ritual. Serpent's going to summon itself to the field. So this is probably going for a purification line in which he searches for it. Now, he can go ahead and special summon Ice, but instead he chooses to summon the Node. Okay. Looks like he's using Node effect. Sending the Habakiri from hand to special summon the sword. And now he can overlay here for the... what's his face? For the... Oh, really? Okay. For the Ouroboros using both Ryzeal materials plus the Serpent. So now he's going to rip a card from hand. Rips the the Lantern. Not the best hit. But still pretty good. It's Graveyard Recursion. And now, what are we going to see from here? Because low-key, I think he messed up. I think he should have left either Sword or Node on the field so he can make Detonator. Perhaps he has a plan, though. So let's see what he ends up doing here. Overlays for the Eclipse Twins. And then probably summoning out the Ice here, right? Oh, okay. So here, he's going to special summon the Izuna. This is an activated effect, so he could have Murakumo'd, but we're going to see what happens. Now he's going to send the Lupus to the graveyard. Lupus effect to special summon himself, probably, but that is going to be met with a call by the grave. Bell is chained to the call, and then Murakumo is chained, so... I mean, Joaquin is just not, you know, getting to play here. However, we are going to see Lupus's effect activate on the field in order to XC summon. The best thing that, you know, Joaquin got is probably Nash Knight, right? So he can steal the Eclipse or the Murakumo. You probably steal the Eclipse Twins, honestly. So here, Nash Knight is going to go ahead and place the 104 and the Eclipse Twins to it as a material. And can Taylor make Detonator at all? If not, I think Joaquin's actually in a really good spot. So he's going to activate the Ritual here. Okay, yeah. This is what I first saw. That's why I was like, maybe you could go for the Murakumo, because he's gonna blow up the field. But that's just what's gonna happen, unfortunately. Now he's going to add the prayers and special summon back out the Murakumo. Murakumo's going to go ahead and blow up the field, and now Eclipse Twin gets to trigger. So yeah, you probably go for the Murakumo there. That's unfortunate. And that's it. He reveals his hand, and it was just a Heart Beast plus the dead draw. So congratulations to Taylor. He's going to move on to round number 5, and we'll be right back with that. If you would like to play tournaments just like this, please head on over to Card Haven in Louisville, Texas. They accept any and everyone. However, please be kind, as they will be kind to you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.